Alright, and we should be live. So today we will be doing more JavaScript and TypeScript practice. Technically I'm learning JavaScript on this lesson, but I will be implementing my projects with TypeScript because I want to also learn TypeScript at the same time. So I think that's doable. So yeah, I'm gonna get started. Also, this is an afternoon stream. I wanted to stream in the morning, but I kind of overslept, I'm not gonna lie, and I didn't really feel up to it. So afternoon stream it is. Be back to evening streams tomorrow. Evening EST. Hi. Hey Kaizen, how's it going? So here would be true, then null, and then probably an error, right? Yeah, undefined. Probably. Rabbit. Okay. Also, let me know if the audio is too, like the rain sound is too loud or too quiet. Because I don't know. Or if it's good. You want some lo-fi? We can do that. How about I'll switch it at the break? How's that sound? I'll switch it at the break. Alright, that's kind of confusing. That's okay. Alright, let's see, library. Okay. Library. Oh, whoops, not. Semicolon. That's the wrong syntax. Okay. Let's set up the boilerplate. Okay. I don't really need styles. There's is it type as module? Forget how that works. Yeah, okay. I think that's good. And then we'll do oh yeah, right. I need a TS config. I forgot. So I think it's TSC init, right? Now can I build it? Yes, I can. Very cool. Nice. Okay, so now this should work. Shit. Server responded. What the hell? Oh, exports is not defined. Oh, it's just that. That's why. No? Oh, 'cause I see. And then I rebuild this guy. There we go. Fixed it. Okay. All right. I wonder if there's a... No, maybe not. There might be like an extension to put all this crap in its own file, but I don't know. Okay, so we'll do my library. Wait, how do I type annotate an array? Because I know it's inferred. Type array of objects. TypeScript. Okay. 5-minute break. It is. Okay, we'll get on some lo-fi. Whoops. Okay, buddy. Okay, let me know if the volume for that is good. Skip ahead a little bit. Whoops. Keep clicking. I keep forgetting that when you click on the desktop on Mac OS, it just takes away all your windows and shows what's on your desktop. I don't know if there's probably a way to change that behavior. But thank you. I did this so that the tea would stay hot. True facts. Oh, I can do interface. But I don't know if that's like too much. I am on break, yeah. I shouldn't be looking at this, but I just was curious how to do yeah, of course. I'll take a look right now on my phone. Brand colors. Yeah, it looks good. It kind of matches your portfolio vibe, I think. Dude, why do I get randoms try to connect with me on LinkedIn? I don't need randoms, bro. It's like this green. I mean, maybe you could go a little bit lighter, or sorry, darker, less saturated if you wanted to, but yeah, I know LinkedIn, but I don't want randoms. Especially if they're not like in my field. Unless it's someone I know, of course. Then I don't care. I can specify a type, I guess. I don't know. Okay. I'll just wait till the break's over. I also need to get my own music soon, because this, like, I like this guy's music, but it's like, I don't know. I kind of want to make my own, because this is like very repetitive, but it's okay. I would put on other lo-fi music, but I don't want to get copyright striked or anything. I'm very careful when it comes to that. Okay. Back to work here. Let's see, creating types from types. What's the difference between type and interface? Just give me like a simple answer. Oh, interfaces allow us to build up new types from other types. Ah, okay. I see. Okay, this was the exact same page I was on before. I don't know what I was doing. Okay. So I guess the type declaration is just like, oh, this is convenient. Key string number. Okay, so that's okay. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this guy here. We'll download that. So if I want to make like a index number, okay, so index signatures. Sometimes you don't know the names of string array. Yeah, okay. Get string array. The index signature states that when a string array is indexed with a number. Okay. But then where does this function declaration come from? I'm so confused. So can I do like... Actually, it'd be object array, wouldn't it? And then I would also have to, or book array. And then I would have to declare the class. I'd have to declare the book class here, right? So let's worry about the library later. Let's do the book first. So, okay, and then what do we need here? So it needs, what parameters do you want? Maybe just from the one from before, which is like, where is it? The heck? Was it in here? Where's that book example? I genuinely don't remember. Okay, yeah, this was, I finished this. Here we go. Title, author, number of pages, and read status. Okay, so we'll do title, string, or is it string? Okay. Author, pages, and then we'll do number. Okay, actually probably, is integer a primitive type? To be more specific. Oh, everything's number. Okay. I'll keep it that way then. Okay. And then we'll say we need the ID thingy generator. Crypto.random UUID. Is that just like part of this .id equals crypto.random UUID? Is this just built into JavaScript now? Is this a number? Number? I don't know if I have to type annotate this declaration here. Property ID does not exist. Oh, right, because I need to actually declare the properties up here. Right. Yeah, okay. So ID number. How can I just like declare it without assigning it something? I thought that was just how you did it. Maybe you can't do that. Okay. Definite assignment insertion. Okay, so if you want to initialize, okay. Okay, so you can do that. Maybe random UUID is not a number type. .36 character long. Yeah, okay, so it's like a hex thing. UUID type. Oh, is it just UUID? No. Let's just do number and then see if it like gives me a. Oh. That, okay, so it's strings. There's gotta be an easier way. Like, no shot I can just copy that and put that as the type of notation. Oh, is it a capital U? No. Oh, okay. So I have to import something. Structurally typed, okay. What if I just made this a string? Okay, well, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna just hope it works. We'll see. That might break something, but I don't know. Okay. Actually, okay, we'll declare the things up here. Sounds good. Author pages is number and then red. Okay. This dot author equals author. This dot pages. This dot. Okay, that should be everything, I think. Right? Yeah. And then there's a okay. Should I also have a library class too? Because I know that's technically like not how they're doing it here, but maybe we could do that. I know I'm kind of like going off the script here a little bit, like the Odin Project wants me to use vanilla JS, but I'm trying to do this in TypeScript because that's what I ultimately want to learn because it's better. Static typing is good, always, in my opinion. Okay, so let me see. I'll just, yeah, I'll do a library class as well. Maybe that'll be more object oriented than this kind of thing here. So we'll do, I feel like it'd be confusing to have a property also called library. Maybe do like a book list or something. And then how do we do this? Let's see. I want an array of books, right? feels dumb doing this. Also, disclaimer, I've never ever used TypeScript before, so this is like completely new territory for me. Okay, I feel like I'm going down a rabbit hole. Let's see. Array of objects, TypeScript. I had this before. It's like a dictionary, I don't know. Okay, I guess we could go back to the interface idea, right? Maybe. And we'll do, okay, we'll just get rid of that for now. There's like a string array somewhere in here. Yeah, here. Okay, so index, oh, okay, so we'll do index. Because, okay, so in the array, do we want it to be, I guess it's just addressable by index, right? Like by integer. I guess that's just the default of how this is working. Okay. Sure. Make the index number, and then we'll say of book, right? And then we'll say book list. Actually, that's kind of confusing. Library, or maybe inventory. Book lists. And then in the constructor, this dot inventory equals inventory. Or wait, no. We could set it to a default value, maybe. If I just do like an empty, like this. Yeah. Sure. Okay. Holy crap. We got 22 views. That's like a record. I think that might be a record. Oh man. I wasn't even looking at the statistics. I feel like randomly my channel, like, so I've been doing this for like 3 weeks now. I don't stream every day. How's it going, AJ? I've been doing this, yeah, for like 3 weeks almost. And for like the first while, it wasn't getting picked up by anybody. Like a couple people found me. But it feels like over like the last night or so, like I've gotten like 10 subscribers or something like that in the last like couple days. So I feel like my VODs are being pushed on the algorithm for some reason, which I don't know why anyone would want to watch me struggle for 3 hours, but like not even live, but you know, it's cool, I guess. I'm just kind of doing this for me, but I appreciate the support from YouTube, I guess. I don't know. Okay. Okay. I'm confused what this is talking about here. Property name of type string. It's not assignable to string index type. Okay, I don't know. That's kind of confusing. All right, let's just proceed. And then we need the method, right? For add. Let's do like add book. Function add book. Wait, what is... I feel stupid. Where's the... Just want a method in here. Yeah, you don't have to put function. Okay, so add book. Okay, and then we'll take in right, and then we'll say this dot inventory dot append. Can I new book? No. Oh, because it's I need this to be okay, because it's type book list, but it's not actually a list. That's confusing. Okay. How do we rectify that? What's up, BK? So right now, currently I'm not really developing anything. I'm doing an exercise for the Odin Project. I'm learning TypeScript. So I'm building this little library exercise. It's not really a product. It's just an exercise. Yeah, I'm kind of a beginner. So if that's not your thing, then I totally get it. There are much more skilled folks than me. But I'm kind of learning web development. And that's kind of what this whole channel is about. It's kind of documenting my journey. You're also still learning, start from HTML, CSS. That's decent. That's where if you look at my previous live streams, I was doing some HTML and CSS as well. It's good to start with the fundamentals though, because like jumping right into like React or something is like, not advisable, at least in my opinion. Okay, so we got a problem here. So book list obviously doesn't have an append because it's not a list. I guess I could just... Can I do that? Source has 0 elements. Yeah, no, I need a constructor here. Yeah, exactly. Straight into a cockpit. Is it push? Is push a thing? Oh, it is. Okay. Thanks for the help. So this will just be book list. Oh no, see, but then push is not. Because, okay, so basically what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to create a custom type. I don't know if interface or type is the right. No, I don't think type. Trying to create a custom type of to store a list of books, right? We have our book class up here. And then I'm trying to essentially have that as an inventory in like a library. And then I'm trying to make a method to add a new book to that list. But I think I see what the problem is. It's this guy book list isn't like, it doesn't extend the array type. right? And I'm kind of just confused about how to make that happen, because I don't know what I'm doing. I've never done this before. So yeah. Oh, I guess, I don't know. I was gonna say maybe I could extend the interface, but I don't think the interface, it's not, an interface isn't a class, because it's just like a type annotation, which is kind of what I think it is, but I'm not 100% sure. What is this? Check. I might be kind of getting in over my head here a little bit. I could just do it simply like less object oriented. Like realistically, I could probably ditch this and then do like inventory is array. Is array a thing? What's the array type anyway? Or is there even an array type? Or would it just be like... Yeah, see, I tried to do this before, and then this was like a list of books, but I don't know. Now how do I initialize it to nothing? I don't know. Okay, well, I guess we're gonna take a 5-minute break. Cool. And just kind of like leave this. We'll think about this problem. I know. Okay. So, man, this is like, I don't know what's going on. This is like a record number of people joining in. I don't know if YouTube all of a sudden decided to wake up and like push my content. Or my streams. It was like every other stream I've done before this, it would have like 2 views. Yeah, like I've gained 5 subscribers in like, how long have I been live? Like under an hour. That's crazy. Yeah, 57 minutes. So yeah, generally though, your stream recommended to you? Nice. That's cool. Cause like, it was like YouTube was kind of, how do I put it? Like, not shadow banning or necessarily. I mean, maybe it's cause like I was brand new. So YouTube like didn't trust that I was a real person or something. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I bet I would actually hazard a guess that everyone watching right now is new. Or almost everybody. So, well, I'm glad to have you if you're choosing to stick around. This kind of channel, I guess I'll give like another introduction. I have an introduction video on my channel, but kind of my goal with this is to just document my journey learning web development from scratch. Which, believe it or not, I have a computer science degree, but I didn't even touch web technologies like whatsoever. So like I know like the fundamentals of like how to code, like, you know, like variables, conditions, like loops, basic like data structures, algorithms, a lot of theory like discrete math, complexity theory. I even took a course on compilers, but as far as actually like learning web technologies like TypeScript, HTML, CSS, and then even frameworks, like I'm way out of my depth. Like I have no idea what I'm doing. So, yeah, that's kind of my goal, is to hopefully get to a point where I can make cool things. But we're far from that right now. And it's like, I see a lot of my peers kind of taking the like vibe coding route and then just trusting the process, but that's not what I'm about here. I'm not anti-AI, but I kind of want to learn myself, purely for love of the game, I think. Plus I have my own concerns about the quality of AI code. So Yeah, computer science and coding are completely different. Like I did computer science as like a academic study, right? So like I could look at a pseudocode algorithm and tell you like that it's, you know, the time complexity is like n log n or something, right? Like that's kind of what I was trained to do. Or like cellular automata, finite state machines, very, very theoretical. So yeah. It is Odin Project, actually. This is, so I've so far, are you not a fan of Odin Project? I don't know. The reason I'm doing Odin Project is because it's free and I don't feel like paying for anything. I'm also kind of like not fully following the script. Like I'm not doing it exactly how the curriculum lays it out. Like for instance, like this course is JavaScript, but I'm doing TypeScript instead because I want to learn TypeScript. So yeah. All right, so we're gonna struggle through this problem here. I think it's doable. I don't know. We'll find out. Array type script. Let's see. Yeah, because it's not like a primitive or anything. No, don't worry about your English, man. No worries whatsoever. Oh, I guess it would just be declared like it is in C. Okay. See, I was confused because the where is it? I don't know where it was now. I lost it. I don't remember, but the syntax like this, I was confused because there was different. I was getting mixed signals. So then theoretically we could just do this, right? We could just do. Whoops. Ha! That's it. Okay, then get rid of this book list thing. I don't know what I was thinking about that. Okay, so that's good. So now this is an array of books. So it's just like C. Okay, that's weird, but it makes sense. At least I'm assuming this is right because the errors are gone. Okay. So then we need another function that loops through the array and displays each book on the page. Okay, so do we just do like a, how do we do this here? So, okay, we could do this and then we need a form, okay. Okay. We'll just, for now, we'll do loops through array and displays each book on the page, okay. So, well for now we'll do it to console log. So we'll just do like list books or something. And then we'll just say this dot inventory dot for each. And then book console dot log book dot, we'll just do the title. Yeah, Have a good day, stupid BK. Okay. All right, so let's see. Let's say const my library is a new library, right? And then we'll do yeah, it's a funny name. Then we'll just add some books. So we'll say my library dot add book. Oh, you subscribed? Thank you. I appreciate that. My subscriber numbers are probably going to go like way up today. Yeah, 41 now. That's more than I woke up this morning. I think I was at like 30 or like 32 or something. So that's wild. Okay, so how's it going, Yash? I don't know. That's probably not the way you say your name. What are we doing? So we're doing Odin Project library project, where we're just building a basic library app, I guess. But I'm doing it in TypeScript instead of JavaScript because reasons. TypeScript is better. Let's say title 1 person false, right? Oops. We're beginners in here, or at least I'm a beginner, so. Beginner with web stuff, I should say. Say like I need a linter, honestly. Okay. And then what else? And then we'll call my library dot list books, right? And then we'll compile this into thing. Whoops, not the right shortcut. Hey, there we go. So that worked. So we've got our library of books now working. So then now we can build a front end to this thing. So awesome, I know. Yeah, JS is great. This is also TypeScript, which, like, I mean, TypeScript, JavaScript, very similar. But yeah, I'm learning TypeScript because I do have, I have computer science knowledge, but I don't have any knowledge of web technologies at all. I never, other than like, I think when I was like 15, I like screwed around with HTML when I was like bored, but that was like, well, when I was 15, that was like 10 years ago. So it's a lot's changed since then. So, you know, okay, let's build a little front end here. Yeah, I don't even think, like when I was like in high school, I don't even think like how, I don't even know if React was that popular. I think it was like Angular mostly. Yeah, stick with TypeScript, exactly. I'm kind of like jumping the gun a little bit. I don't know how to say your name. 1001. I'll just say 1001. Sorry. But yeah, I'm jumping the gun a little bit. This is technically a JavaScript course, but I'm learning TypeScript because I think I can just do that. Because again, I understand how programming languages work, like roughly. I just don't know, again, web stuff. Okay, so we'll do like a form. How do I want to do this? We'll do a form and then like a list underneath of the books, right? How do we want to do this? Oh, the new book button, I see, and then brings up a form. You may wish to have a form show in a sidebar. You may wish to explore dialogues and modals. What the hell is a dialogue? Never seen this before. Oh, that's convenient. Okay. We'll try that out, I guess. Then how does this get linked to the dialogue though? Oh, by okay. I see. Okay. Okay. Let's just do a test. Let's just implement this thing. I'm not going to worry about styling. This is a test. Put this in its own div. Actually, nah. I'll just leave it. Okay. Oh yeah, because there's no JavaScript implemented. Right. Dialogue. We'll do something like that. Okay, I don't know. I'm just gonna do the button dial, like this query selector logic just outside of an object. So we'll do, how are we gonna do this? I don't know if this is dialogue. We want a class, right? New book dialogue. Yeah, that's true. That's true, Carolyn. Okay, so we'll change the implementation of that after. We'll just console log the books. Okay. So I guess there's no type. I'm not gonna worry about it. And then we'll do const show. Actually, I should probably not call this dialogue. I should call this new book dialogue, maybe. Show new book dialogue. New book button. I know I didn't call a new book button. I have to change that. And then the close. Or let's say close, new book, dialogue. We'll change the names as we close. Close new book. It's probably too long of a class, but I don't care. Okay. So now we're gonna do then it's dialogue, new book dialogue dot show modal. Oh, it's possibly null. How do I account for that? That's a TypeScript thing. I could just check if it exists, right? So I could just say like if new book dialogue, right? Then we do new book dot show modal, right? Is that gonna work? Does not exist on type element. Yeah, this is definitely like a TypeScript idiosyncrasy here. Oh. What do you mean when you say as dialogue? Okay, so I have to like... So I type annotate this then, right? I thought maybe there'd be some... Okay, so let's see. So this is, you can ignore the... Casting your dialogue to type any. Okay. So is that a thing that I can do? Like this? Ah, okay. I mean, that's not super specific. But is HTML dialog element like a type? Ah, it is. So this is kind of like casting. Kind of, sort of. Or just type declaring. Okay, so that's good. So I don't need this check here. All right, I'll do it that way. Maybe there's a better way to do it. Okay. Nice. And then I have to do the same thing with the close. So I could do HTML button elements. Ah, okay, this is better. Cool. Cool. Okay. Where was the tutorial thing? Here, okay. Dialog.close, okay. New book dialog. Oops, no. Dot close. Okay, that seems to work. It's not giving me any hassles. So we'll compile this guy. Nice. That works. So I don't care about styling in this exercise again. So you know, keep it as is here. Okay. So we got to add the actual things to this, right? Put the button at the bottom. So we'll do. We gotta grab the inputs too. So we'll say label for title. Right, so that should just. Oh, you know what, actually? I'll put these in their own divs. Dot form row, or sure. There we go. Okay, and then we'll do for author. I could add names to these inputs, but I'm not working with an API here. It's just all local, so I don't think it really matters too much. Okay, so then we're gonna do red flag. Maybe, no. Book red. Type checkbox. Right. Okay, that's what we want. Okay, so we want to also restrict the was it min? Say like min. Is this how this works? I think so. Yeah, so minimum number of pages is 1. And then there was also a, what's the default? Form defaults content. or input, sorry. Oh, placeholder. Right. Placeholder. That's what it is. Or I'll just say book title here. Also make these required too. Although, because this isn't a form, I don't know if those required flags will actually matter. Oh, is that the what's it called? The Emmet abbreviation? Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, cool. I'll keep that in mind. I think I probably could have figured that out, but I'm just kind of doing this. Yeah, that's true. We could have default values. If we do value 1, then that'll just work. And the red can be defaulted as false, right? Yeah, perfect. Okay. All right. I'm going to take a 5-minute break, grab a snack or something, and I'll be back in 5 minutes. So I'll just turn off my camera. Alrighty, we back. We back. Okay. I hope everyone's having a good Sunday. All right. Minute 38 left here. And then we'll get back to it. Also, like, maybe put a list of books underneath here. No, I shouldn't. I'm technically on break, but it's okay. Just call it library, I guess. It's a little confusing. And then we'll populate that as new books get added. Yeah, I really don't know what all of a sudden happened with YouTube. Okay, there we go. Yeah, because it's like live. I've been live for like an hour and a half and I'm already at 100 views. That's like, I know that sounds like nothing, but like compared to where I've been, that's like 50 times what I'm used to. Like usually I'm at like 2 or 3 views. So I don't know. I have no clue, no idea what decided to happen randomly, but I'll take it. It's a little nerve-wracking though, because I haven't worked in front of this large of an audience before, so probably making a fool out of myself, but that's okay. All right, let's get back to it here. So we'll need selectors for the inputs as well, right? Thank you, Caroline. So we've got yeah, so we'll need to select by title. So we'll do const title input is HTML input. Is that a thing? Input element. Yeah, there we go. Page number or book read. Okay. Okay, those are our input selectors. Yeah, so what we can do is first we'll we got to get the text from all of the inputs, right? Which is the value. So we'll say let new title string is title input dot value. Right? pages. Yeah, I'll just leave it. Oh wait, and these are not. So this is a number. Oh, maybe it's a string as a number. I see. Okay. Okay. So, like that might be true actually. So let's just console log all these just to see what they are. Okay. I'll recompile that. Okay. Oh, it's on. Maybe value for a checkbox isn't the right. Okay, so if we click it. Huh. Oh, it's got a value. I see. Oh, it's just dot checked. I'm dumb. Okay. That's what it is. And then this can be a Boolean, right? Okay, now we're in business. Okay, so that's, wait, what? Okay, so it's checked as on. Okay, that doesn't seem to change the Boolean value. Maybe it needs a value. Like, is, I don't know. I don't know if that changes anything. Or wait, did I not? Oh, that's why, because I didn't recompile this. Maybe that's why. I think I forgot to recompile it. Maybe that's fixed. Yeah, there we go. Now it's true and false. Okay, cool. Cool. All right. That's what we wanted. Perfecto. Okay. And I'll say my library dot add book, new book, and then new title, new author, new page number. Oh, and then as an integer, or a number, I mean. Can I cast it like this? I don't know. No, can't. DevTool is not visible. What do you mean? Oh, because of my face cam. Okay, I'll fix that. Just a second. Thanks for letting me know. I'll put it on the side. Okay, there's how's that? It's better. Yeah, so you can see this worked. Yeah, thanks for pointing that out, Kaizen. Okay. Now how do we type casting TypeScript? Oh, it's just as. Oh, okay. I don't know why I didn't. I think someone tried to mention that to me earlier. Although this should work too, no? Why? Conversion of type screens might be a mistake, but neither the type. Oh, right, because, okay, because it's not, I see. Okay. What if we did it like this? This might be the same problem. Yeah. Okay. There might be like a built-in function for that, right? It's top search. Oh, is it just that? Is it literally just this? Oh, okay. That's kind of, I forgot about that syntax. Okay, that works, I think. And then we'll, okay. I think I need to add a const inventory element. Oh, wait, we just call this inventory actually. Right, and then so what we can do is we can do an unordered list of unordered lists. So then each book can be its own unordered list with the different. That's how I'm gonna do. That's how I'm gonna implement this, I think. Equal HTML unordered list UL list element. There we go. And then so I think I could do document.querySelector inventory. And then as, I can do the as syntax, right? Oh, that works too. Okay. So this casting syntax is the same as this. Okay. I kind of like the this better though. It's because it's at the front. UL. There we go. Okay, and then what we'll do is, so there's an easier way of doing this, but oh, and then we could also add a remove book method, right? Well, we'll do that after. I'm getting ahead of myself. And then we'll create a new unordered list. So we'll say is book list already taken? Book list element. Book or just book element maybe. HTML on UL list element equals document HTML document dot add. No, what's the freaking method? Create. No, not create attribute. Create element. It's just that, right? Yeah. Bear with me here. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. Good. Good. Okay. So we have our book element. And then we can, we need to create list items for each. Right? So book element title. Not what I wanted to do. Okay. Book element. Or actually, I want to rephrase this. Title element. And then book red. Okay. And then now I need to set the text contents for each of the elements. Yeah. Okay. Book pages element equals, and then we have to stringify the. Yeah. Type number is not assignable to string. So can we cast that? Maybe not. No. Number to string. Oh, is this parsent thing? No. Convert number to string. Okay. Oh, it's just, okay, so I can just create a new string object like that. Okay, that works. Cool. Okay, we're in business now. And then book red element dot text content, and then we'll just do a ternary operator. So we'll say red, otherwise not red. Right? Okay. I don't probably need the brackets here, but it's okay. And then now we just need to book, add them as childs to the book element. Append child. Right. Book title element. Author. Pages. Red. And then finally, inventory element. Book element. Okay. That should have our books added to the DOM, right? I don't see anything wrong with that. Oh, and then you know what else we have to do? We have to clear the inputs, right? So here we have to clear the inputs. Or like reset them. I'll just do that within this event listener function. So title input dot value. I'll just do this. Oh, because it's a string, right? No? Property value does not exist in type number value of. What? Oh, because I'm selecting the wrong variable. It's the input. That's what we want. Okay. Stupid mistake. Red book input dot value. No, checked. We want it false by default. Okay. And then we want to my library dot list books, right? I think that's everything. I think that's it. Although actually, you know what's gonna happen is it's not gonna clear. It's just gonna add. There's gonna be okay. So I know what's gonna happen here. So it's gonna every time we add a book, it's gonna duplicate all the other books that are also in the inventory. So I think what I want to do is I just want to append it to. I don't want to do it for each book. I could also just put it. I could put this logic in the add book function, right? That might be better. Yeah. I don't know, can I have this as a property of the thing? I can. Okay, cool. So there'd be this dot inventory element, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Unless I want that as a global variable, or I don't know. Let's keep it as a global. And then we just yoink this out of here. And then it'd be new book. It's kind of a bit of a inefficient solution, but I think it does the job, right? And we'll have to have a remove book function as well. I think I also want to, for the remove book, I'm going to have to add identifying, I'm going to have to add identifying classes to these elements so that I can target them. But we will worry about that like in the next segment. So this should be fine for now, right? Okay. Now let's test this. Okay, that works. Although it's not displaying very nicely, but that's okay. We could like insert a break element after, or we could just style it. I don't know. We could just have a style sheet. And then we need a remove button as well as a part of this. So we'll get there. We'll get there. Okay, do another 5-minute break. We're down to 2 viewers. That's okay. We had our run. It was fun while it lasted. Yeah, having a snack. I think I might have to add some styling, like minimal styling to this because it's kind of ugly. I also want to put this below, right? Am I new to coding? Not necessarily, but I'm new to web development completely. I have a CS degree, but it was very academic. It wasn't at all about practical knowledge or like for employability. So I'm new to new to web development. Like completely. Well, like I knew of like HTML and CSS, and like I knew like roughly how that worked, but no practical knowledge like at all. So we're this channel is about documenting my journey of hopefully being like a web developer, or learning to be a web developer. So if you're, you know, curious about that and want to see my journey, then feel free to subscribe. Otherwise, don't worry about it. I just figured I'd document it just to keep myself accountable. That's entirely the goal here. I should probably commit this. Almost done the break. I think I'll go for two more segments, and then I'll call it for today. I usually like to do like 3 hours ish, sometimes 2.5, depending on what I'm feeling. So. All right. I think before we do the removal logic, I need to add some basic styling. So actually first we'll add a button. Love from India. Thanks for tuning in, man. Isn't it like, it's gotta be late there. It's gotta be like 1 in the morning, right? In India. Yeah, 1:35 a.m. Dang. Man, I should probably add the event listener. Well, okay. So let's just see if this adds. This should add. Oh yeah, wait. Actually, I need to compile this. Oh, I appreciate that. Yeah, for some reason, I don't know what happened, but today of all days, YouTube decided randomly that I existed, and it recommended my live to like over 100 people. And like up until this point, my viewers per live was like I'd get 2 views for the whole live. Like I would, like, I don't know what decided. It just decided to blow up today. I don't know what's going on. So, but I appreciate everybody coming in here and saying hello. So. Yeah, so this should be. Yeah, I know. Hey, it's great. Oh yeah, there's no content in the button. That's right. That would be helpful. Yeah, going viral. Well, I don't know about viral, but viral in comparison to what I'm used to. I think it takes a while. Like, I think YouTube prioritizes consistency. I mean, not to say that I've really been consistent. Well, I guess I have been. I'm only on day 15 though, so it's new new territory here still. Okay. I think this is fine actually. I don't really. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, the book has an ID, doesn't it? Actually, you know what? I wonder if we can... Actually, that's probably what the project says if I actually read it. Oh, data attribute. Okay, let's see. You'll need to associate your DOM elements with the actual book. Data attribute. What is... Data columns, data parent. Oh. I was thinking of just adding a class, but I guess I could do it like this. Data ID, maybe? Or data book ID? So can this just be anything? Oh, yeah. Any attribute or any element whose attribute name starts with data dash is a data attribute. And then we could do data set. Ah. That's convenient. Okay, so maybe we actually... How can I add... How can I add an attribute to... Let's see. Add attribute to DOM elements JS. Or actually, oh, it's just set attribute. Is that it? Oh, okay. Cool. Cool. All right, so what we'll do is we'll actually add to the book element, which is the parent unordered list, right? Or could I actually make this an li? What happens if I do that? I guess you can't, okay, I guess you can't have... So what I would actually need to do, because if I have an unordered list of unordered lists, the problem is the reason why the book element here needs to be wrapped in its own list element. So you need to have like unordered list and then list element containing another unordered list. That's why I think this display is like kind of borked, right? So we'll just add that, I guess, const book list element, maybe, or inventory list element. There's probably a better way of doing this, but Or no, create element. Oh, actually, you know why that was actually not working before? Hold on, because I didn't change. This might actually work. I don't need to do a wrapper of a wrapper, I don't think. I think I can just do this. I forgot to change this. Did that not work either? Okay, actually, okay, back up. We'll just do this. Inventory list elements. And then we'll do inventory. Okay, now the display should be different, right? So if we do build this thing. Now if we add a book, yes, that's what I wanted. So see, now it's like a list of lists, right? I mean, it doesn't really change much display wise, but now it's kind of like this little bullet here indicates that it's like a book entry, right? So then what we can do is to the inventory list element, we can add the book ID to as a string, as a data attribute to that, right? So let's do that here. So we'll say inventory list element dot add attribute. No, what was it? Create attribute? What the heck? Set attribute. Okay, set. And then it was data book ID maybe. Just to not be confused with like regular IDs. And then we'll say new book dot ID. Right? So now the inventory list element, which we can then target in a remove book thing with the remove book button. When we press that, then although maybe I'm just thinking about this. Because I don't really want to, this is already like a bloated function. So I want to like make, maybe, I guess, well, I don't know. I guess we could just add the event listener in here and then it can point to a method, right? Inside of the library, like the remove book method. Yeah, okay, so that's what we'll do. We'll add an event listener to it. Oh, and then also with the add, this guy. With the, which one's the button here? These are two buttons. Let's do this just in case the clicking the buttons causes a page refresh. Right? Remove book button. Okay. And then we'll do. Then we'll just call. Actually, we don't even need a. Although I want to prevent default behavior, so I'll just do it like this. Self dot, or is it this dot remove book? And then we need a book, which is the current book. Actually, we could pass in an ID. And then we can just use that to find the book element, right? Okay, that might work. And then, okay, so there's two things we need to do. We need to remove it from the DOM and then remove it from the internal list, right? So the only way I can think of doing this is like a for loop. There might be a better way. Because like, yeah. I'm thinking if I also store the element, this might be like this might be complicating state too much, but I was thinking I could store like what index the new book is pushed to and then pass that into the remove book function to just make lookup easier instead of, I might do that actually. What? Expression is not callable. Type number has no call signatures. I thought it was an array of books though. I am confusion. No. Okay. Oh, it's a property, not a function. Dumb. Stupid. Okay, that's why. It's a property. It's okay. All right. I think the problem is I've been doing Python as well, not on stream, and it's like confusing me. Okay, and then we'll pass the index in here as well. I think this should work, right? And then we'll do in this dot inventory dot remove book index. Wait, what's the remove? Okay, how do I remove element from array? Oh, it's splice, okay. Or just delete. I don't know if that works, actually. I'm a little scared to try that. Okay, how does this behavior work? I just want to make sure this is what I think it is. Once.splice replaces one element. I think that's fine. I think that works. I think that works. Okay, so we'll do that at the end after we remove the DOM element. Right? Okay, so then we have the ID, which I actually don't like. I want it styled like that. It's like a bit silly, but it's okay. Okay, so now we need to get the... We need to grab the inventory list element that corresponds to the data book ID attribute, right? So how do we do that? Find all elements with that attribute. Okay, okay, so this is what we would do. So we'll just say const inventory list element. I think I can do this because it's in a different context or scope, right? So okay, HTML li, I think, and then we'll cast it. Documents dot query selector. Data book ID equals, oh, and then I need to do fancy. And then it equals the book ID. Okay, so I should grab the right element, and then we can just say oh, actually no. Inventory element. That's in Scobel. That's in global scope, so we can do that. So we can do remove child inventory list element. Right? And then we delete it, and then we delete it from the internal array. I know that having the inventory array as well as the DOM elements is kind of, at least with this current implementation, is a little bit unnecessary, but I'm just kind of following with the... Oh, and then add a button to change red status. Okay, okay, we'll add that at the end. Okay. Okay, so we'll refresh this, and then this doesn't also save to, I should mention, this doesn't save to, whatchamacallit, local storage or whatever it is. Either. I mean, I can add that in the future, but this is just for an exercise. Okay, so this should work. Let's go. Let's go. And then now if we add multiple books. And then we remove one in the middle. Oh, wait, did that work? Nice. Nice. Okay, that worked. That's big. Okay. All right, now we just need to add the toggling red status, right? Yeah, I think so. So we'll do another button in here. Toggle red button. Okay, we'll handle that here. Oh wait, no. I don't know how I'm gonna, what arguments I want for that. We're gonna have this external function. So, gotta think about how to do this. Okay, well first we can add it to the toggle red dot text content equals. Actually, you know what we can do? We can set it to be dependent on what the... We'll do like something like that, right? So we'll basically, depending on what the... whether the book's been flagged as red or not, we can toggle it, and then the text of the button will change accordingly. So that's good. All right, another 5-minute break. I think this is the last 5-minute break we'll do for today. And then we'll do one more 25-minute section. And then call it quits, because this was crazy. Crazy how many people joined here. Insane. Yeah, like 6 likes. 170 viewers total. Like I know I keep yapping about it, but it's kind of crazy. Considering like I'm completely new to this whole thing. I just find it so interesting that how YouTube works. Like it just assumes you're like a ghost forever. Or not forever, but for like a decent chunk of time. And then like all of a sudden it just decides, okay, I'm going to push your stream to people randomly. But you know what? I'm with it. So, you know. Okay, so yeah, no need for persistent storage, see? Yeah, because we haven't technically learned that yet in the course. Yeah, okay, what's coming up next, actually? Functions in the module pattern. I don't know how much this applies to TypeScript. Yeah, okay, see, this is like my bread and butter here. I know the CS stuff. Yeah, honestly, I suspect this this whole course, this JavaScript course, is probably going to take me at least a couple weeks, if not longer. So. Just trying to think about the best way. I think that's good. And maybe if we have a little bit of extra time in this segment, like if I finish the toggling red status thingy, then I might add some like basic styling or something. I don't know. All right, about to get started again here. All right, last 25 minutes. Okay, so we want to add an event listener, and then I don't know what information, so I guess we could pass in, we could do the same. I'm just thinking about if I should add a class to the toggle red button. Because I'm going to need to target that DOM element again to update the text, right? Yeah, so that's what I'll do. Oh, okay, so for the red element, I'll do class list dot add red status, right? The only thing I have to think about is that if I'm passing an inventory list element to the to this toggle button, then I'm gonna have to go down 2 levels, right? I'm gonna have to go down because you have the main library inventory, and then you have a list element that contains another unordered list, which is kind of confusing, but I probably didn't need to do it that way, but that's the way I decided to go about it. Okay. And then I need to toggle red button dot class list dot add same. And then toggle. And we'll say this dot toggle red status. And then we'll pass in an ID and index as well. Actually, yeah, no, that's fine. We'll do that. We'll pass in an ID and index. It's probably a better way of doing this. Like, there's probably a way of having the inventory addressable by the ID rather than like an integer index, right? But we'll just leave it the way it is. Okay, that should be fine. And then now we'll get the inventory list element again, the same way we did before. Okay, and then we'll get the we need to get it as the child of this one, right? Although we could so that's an li, and then we do okay, this should exist. I think you can do that. I think you can do descendant combinators in the query selector, right? I think that works like that. So we can do, so now we have that. We have the red element. And then we do, let's copy this. What was it, red? Toggle red button. Then we need to make this as a button. Okay, so now we've selected those. And then we'll say, we'll also update the inventory. This dot inventory of the book index dot or dot red. Wait, why is there? Oh, because it might not be defined, maybe. Huh. Sure. Because I don't think I explicitly defined a default in the book annotation here, so that's probably why. Okay, and then we'll say equals no left hand side. Object is possibly undefined. Can I just do an explicit check for it? Yeah, the explicit check works, or seems to work. Check if it exists. I mean, we could also probably circumvent that by having maybe a default value here. Like we could do like, is that how that's done? No, maybe not. Maybe like this. Right. But I'll leave that. We need to change the text content, right? And then similar with this guy. I mean, I could just set it first and then access that variable, but okay, so we'll do toggle red button dot text content. Okay. That's fine. Okay, I think that works. I don't think I'm missing anything here. Right? Okay, let's try it. Oh, wait, what? Oh, because I didn't add it to the... I didn't append it to the book element. There we go. That's the problem. Okay. Need to recompile. There we go. Oh, the text doesn't change. I probably screwed up the match. It probably doesn't match here. Mark unread. Oh, I have this. Oh, wait, no. No, I know. Because if it's red, then we can mark it unread. Otherwise, we mark it red. Okay, so maybe it's not selecting the... toggle red button isn't being selected properly, maybe. Yeah, because it works except for the text in the button is not changing. So it's a bit of a problem, but I also realized I didn't add the buttons as wrapped in a list element. or list item, I should say, but I don't really care. Because the point of this is just to get the logic working, which is why the buttons are like in line here. I'll maybe like zoom it in just to make it a little easier to see. I don't know why this isn't working. You know what? Actually, let's do this after I update the book. So we'll say this.inventory.bookIndex, or this inventory, so this variable here. Okay, why are you giving me trouble? Object is possibly undefined. Oh, because okay. We'll just put this all in this if block. God. There we go. Right? Okay, that maybe should work then. Oh wait, no, I meant proud with abbreviation. That's what I wanted to do. I had the wrong shortcut. Okay, dokie. Perfect. There we go. There. Cool. You know what? For the sake of for making this look nicer, I'll add the buttons to their own list elements. Which is creating like a asinine number of variables, but there's probably like an easier way to do this though without having to. So can I do like I think I could do it like this, so I don't have to make another set of variables, right? So now that should fix that. Yeah, there we go. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, it's because, yes. Because this is wrong. What was the remove book button? That's why. Okay. Okay, what does the DOM look like then? Why aren't these in their own? Yeah, see, okay, so then maybe this doesn't work. Maybe you can't like create an element within an append child statement. Ugh, that's annoying. Because I don't want to have to create like more variables. Maggie time. What's Maggie time? You know what? I might just forget it. I can't be fussed. The thing works. I don't care if it's styled properly. We can always screw around with the styling later if we want to. I don't know how many pages it is, like maybe 1,000 or something. Cool. All right, that works. You could add some simple styles maybe, just like font change or something. Oh, you know what actually I'll do? I'll commit first. Add and extra library functions. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Okay. Actually, no, I won't screw with the default padding and margin. Font family. Make that looks a little nicer. And then we'll do. We'll just add some basic like. We will do this. Oh no, not UL. We'll add some spacing after list elements. This is like really rough CSS. I don't really care. Button class, new book button. New book, new book. Oh wait, that's actually not going to do anything because it's not an outside container. Maybe if we wrap this in a div. If we wrap this in a div, it'll work, I think. Wait, that's not what I want. So it's like settings or something. I don't know. That's what we want. Okay, and then let's try. Okay, so then actually we can make it okay. And then UL. List style type is none. Actually, I don't really mind it. We'll just keep it. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. It's kind of ugly, but oh wait. Uh-oh. Text isn't changing. What's happening? We need to do the dialogue too, actually, first. What? I want to display by default. Okay, just screw it then. I don't care. There, it's better. Okay, we got an error here. I have a suspicion it's to do with the index not pointing to the right spot, right? Okay, so we're gonna have to debug that at another time. So the problem with this is like, so if I add a book, let's just remove these. So let's say I add a book like book 1, and then like book 2. So since these have just been added, I can mark read and unread them fine, even though the text isn't changing in the button, which is confusing. But if I remove, what was I gonna say? If I remove the first book, then the index for book 2 becomes 1, and then this button no longer works because it's pointing to the wrong index. So this flag, it doesn't exist anymore because there's not a second book index. Or there's not a book in the second index of the inventory. So I will debug that next time, I think. So I'll just add it to git. Known bug. Change inventory book indexing when for book removal and toggling read status. I'll keep it at that. Okay, so I'll push it. Cool. All right, so I think that's going to do it for today's live stream. I don't know what happened today, and I've said this like a few times, but I don't know what happened, but today YouTube just decided to recommend my live stream to like 200 people, over 200 people. And I have 6 concurrent viewers, which is nuts because usually I have like 0 or 1. So I really appreciate everyone who clicked on this, even if it's boring. And I'm just kind of like struggling my way through basic like web stack stuff like HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Well, I'm doing TypeScript, but yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of excited now to see where this goes. I guess we'll keep trucking. Usually I don't do live streams during the afternoon because I have a day job, but you can probably find me live most weeknights between 7-ish and 10-ish p.m. EST. If you would like to join again and work alongside me, or just see what I'm up to, follow my journey. So yeah, thanks again for coming, and hopefully I'll see you again in another live stream.